Good morning, student. Today we're going to take a new lesson saying comparing and ordering numbers. You can use place value to compare and order numbers. What the meaning of that? The meaning of that, if I have someone will tell me compare between, let's say, 23 and 51. I need to know which one is bigger, which one is smaller. Usually when we compare, we don't start from to compare 3 and 1. We start to compare between the 2 and the 5. Which means what? Which means if I have my place value chart, and in this place value chart I have the 1s and I have the 10s, I'm going to say 23 means 3 1s and 2 10s. And 51 means 1 1 and 5 10s. So when we compare, we don't start to say 3 is greater than 1. No, we start with the tens. This is a column that we start with. We are saying the 5 tens is greater than the 2 tens. Right away we are saying that 51 is greater than 23. If I have another example with 384, and let's say another one I have 347, and I'm comparing between both of them. I have to do the same thing. I have to start with the place value chart. So in this case I will need 3 columns because I have 3 digits with this way. I'm going to make this one a little bit larger. And I'm going to say I have to compare between the 1s, the 10s, and the 100s. So the first number, 384, 4 1s, 8 10s, 300. The second one, it's 347, 7 1s, 4 10s, and 300. When I compare, I don't start to compare 4 with 7 or 8 with 4. I start with the largest place value, the hundreds. This is a large one. So I'm comparing between 3 and 3. Someone will tell me 3 and 3, they are equal. That's true. So when it didn't work with this, I go to the second column, which is the tens, and I compare. I have 8 tens and I have 4 tens. It's clear the 8 tens is greater than the 4 tens. That means 384 greater than 347. Someone will tell me, are you going to compare the ones? There is no point. It's wasting of time. Since the tens is larger than the tens in the second number, we know already which number is greater than which number, and that's it. It's wasting of time if we go to compare the ones. Next, I need to compare between 524 and 528. So 524 and 528. If I'm comparing between these two, I need again to create the place value chart. So the place value chart will help me to know which number is greater and which one is smaller. So I will start with ones. After the ones, I'm going to say the tens. After the tens, I'm going to say the hundreds. Now, 524, 4 ones, 2 tens, and 500. 528, again, 8 ones, 2 tens, 500. Now, when I compare, we said we compare with the large place value, which is the hundreds. I compare between the two numbers. I have 500 and 500. Which one is greater, which one is smaller? Actually, they are equal. So I skip this and I go to the second column, which is the tens. Now, the tens, I have 2 and I have 2. Which one is greater, which one is smaller? Actually, they are equal, so I cannot compare between both. So I don't have a choice. I have to go to the third place value, which is the ones. And here I can really compare between the 4 and the 8. It's clear that the 8 is greater than 4. So 528 right away is greater than 524 right away. So this is how we can compare between two numbers. If someone tell me order this number, let's say from small to large or from large to small, how can I do it? Again, I don't have a choice. I have to use the place value chart. So I'm going to create for the hundreds, for the tens, and for the ones. And I put these numbers like that. And I'm going to say, let's say I need to order it from large to small. The teacher asked me to order it from large to small. How can I do it? First of all, I compare between the hundreds. I have 8, I have 5, I have 8. I'm going to say, oh, sorry, 5, you are so small. I cannot start with you. So I have two choices, or this or this. So to compare which one is greater, I have to go to the second column, the tens, and I compare between 4 and 4. Oh, I still have the same number, 4 and 4, they are equal. So I have to continue to the ones. I have what? I have 6 and 8. Who is the winner? Yay, this is the winner because 8 is greater. So that means 848 first. Next, it's going to be 846. And the last one, the small 100 with 5, is the last number, 597. And if the teacher tell me I need from small to large, this is piece of cake. Why? Because I can take the first or the last one in the top one. I can say this is the smallest. After that, the medium. After that, the large. So you see here, without the place value chart, I cannot solve anything. It's hard for me to compare an order if I don't have this chart. Yes, this chart, you need to do it on paper, but in the meantime, with the experience, with the practice, with doing too much work, you can do it in your brain and you can compare between the two numbers. I hope you understood this lesson, and now let's take some example to practice more and more. Thank you.